Hey, 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 what's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I've got an awesome bunk model fifth wheel for you, and it is incredibly windy out today, so I'm going to make this intro short. It's the 2023 Sierra Luxury 388 BHRD. It's a bath and a half model. The back bunk room has dual opposing slides, both of which have double bunks. One actually has a power sofa that's pretty cool, but if you guys want the specifics, the specifications of this unit, you'll find it down in my description. You know, tank sizes, awning sizes, length, weight, width, height, you know, all that good stuff. Along with my contact information, my text line and my email if you guys are in the market. But again, it's the 2023 388 BHRD. And if you guys like what I'm doing here, if you guys could take a moment, hit that like and subscribe button for me. Really trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And with your guys' support, it looks like I'm definitely going to surpass that. Maybe even get to 11,000. We'll see. That would be absolutely nuts. You know, I'd freak out. This is a year-long goal, you know, in the making. It just feels good to hit your goals. But since this is a bunk model, I figured I'd go ahead and start in the back and work my way, you know, up to that front bedroom. But pretty darn spacious, pretty darn cool bunk room. Imagine you are a kid coming into this on pickup day. I mean, look at all the room, you know, to kind of hang out here and play and do some activities and all that. And then, you know, you got all the sleeping, you know, whether it's for your siblings or your buddies. But most of the time, when you have dual opposing slides, you'll notice one of the bunks is eaten up by an entertainment center. They opted to put this on the back, and I'm a huge fan of that because, one, you get a place to put your TV for those rainy days, maybe play some PlayStation or Xbox or, you know, just watch a movie or something like that. But they also snuck in some storage, both left and right. So left and right are going to be the same. Hanging closet, 2 dresser drawers. So I'll open up this one so you get a good idea, you know, of kind of what that is. But check that out. Plenty of room, you know, for all your hanging items. And then with enough length, too, where you could probably just stack up some more clothes here at the bottom. Or the stowaway use, you know, for when you're in between trips. You could pack a ton of stuff right here into this back wall and tuck it away. 2 dresser drawers, again, both left and right. So that's what those are going to be looking like. And then underneath where the TV goes, you get some more storage with that mesh netting there. You know, just waiting for a couple things to go in there that you don't want rolling around. That mesh netting just helps keeps it into place. This is hard enough for a backer to hang a big old TV. You also have your outlet. And then, you know, your cable and satellite hookups. All right there, right behind where it needs to be. And then up here you have another little nook, and it has a little power cord circle, so that way you can, you know, feed in a DVD player or whatever you're putting up there. You also have the appropriate plug-ins, you know, to power those devices. But again, same on both sides. I won't open up those dresser drawers. Just want to give you, you know, a good little peek-ski. Now this is a bath and a half model, so your half bath will be right here. I'll show you that in just a minute. But again, it's dual opposing slides back here. That's why you have all this incredible floor space. So on this slide, you have the bunk model, which I have sitting up kind of in daytime mode, you know, hangout mode. You're sitting down chilling. You got the couch set up. This is a powered couch, so it does have plugins, you know, a couple outlets, couple USBs for all your devices. To lower it down into bed mode, all you have to do is take your finger and pull that out, and it'll jump down and lay nice and flat. That way you can, you know, sleep a couple extra people. It's a little bit larger than the other bunks, a little bit more comfortable. So definitely, you know, maybe like an adult or two, if you ever needed to, would be sleeping on that, I would say. But to get these down, you just pull these 2 tabs and you lay it down nice and flat, you know, so they bunk up with each other. Clicker lights right there. You also have yourself, you know, a little bit of a cubby. And then another outlet right down below. Another outlet right here along with your light switch. And then on this side, they went ahead and put 2 more bunks in. You also get that nice big window that opens up for a good cross breeze. But these are going to be your traditional, you know, twin size bed with the, you know, the super comfortable, you know, like teddy bear, you know, style. Like, look at that. I mean, that's like, I mean, I wouldn't call it memory foam, but pretty darn close. You know, definitely comfortable enough, you know, for a kid for, you know, a weekend or a week or however long you're using it. And then underneath, they went ahead and opted to put in a lot of good storage. So another dresser drawer. So there's going to be 3 of those. Pretty good depth on them. You know, it's nice to have. And like I mentioned, bathroom right over here. Bath and a half model. Now this isn't the largest bathroom you'll ever see, but it is definitely suitable, you know, for your guests or for your kids for sure. Got yourself a little window that opens up for another cross breeze. Show off that bowling arm. Crushed it last week. Let's go. Gonna continue the trend next week. If you guys don't know, if you haven't seen my videos before, real big bowling guy. Love bowling. Got into it a couple years ago. Got my average floating around 200. Really want to get it to 225 by the end of the session. But a couple outlets, little sink, countertop. Underneath, you're going to find that you have some access to your plumbing, you know, and some additional storage. And then these are both going to be the soft close, so that's nice. You won't hear that clanging and banging, you know, in the middle of the night. And then right here, porcelain toilet with the foot flush, light switch, and then your max air vent. So basically, it's just, you know, a vent with a fan in it. That way you can keep kind of the air flowing and get stuff in and out. But yeah, so really cool bunk room. Like how it's got the 4 bunks. Give you one more little look, and then I'm going to head into kind of the main, you know, kitchen or breakfast area, you know, whatever you want to call it. Entertainment centers out there as well. But I love how they have the dual opposing slides with the 4 bunks. I mean, just so much extra space for those rainy days. You know, kids won't be making you miserable, you know, coming in and out. You can trap them in there, you know, and call it a day. All right, so in this room, you're going to have, again, your dual opposing slides. So you have a slide right here, which has your pantry and kind of your cooking, you know, your oven, microwave, refrigerator. And then over here, you're going to have kind of your, what I would call like your seating slide. So you have your dinette, and keep in mind, we just got this in from the factory. We got 3 of them, all in stock and ready to go. But they come in with this kind of like the packaging tape over it just to keep it, you know, nice and safe from people kind of scuffing it, coming in and out. But you're going to have 4 chairs. You're also going to get the tabletop, which let's see what that color is on that. That's what that's going to be looking like. But sit down, have some breakfast, play some cards, you know, kind of do your thing. Sit back and relax in the mornings. You're also going to notice the Sierra does have the luxury of having a little bit taller slides than some of the brands. So, you know, I'm 6 feet tall. I put that somewhere around, I don't know, 6'3", something around there, 6'3", I'd say. But what that allows you to do is get a little bit of a bigger window, and you get more of them just because it's a bigger, longer slide. So these 3, 1, 2, and 3 all open up for a really nice cross breeze. This is just kind of for appearances, for a good, you know, lakeside view. It's just a massive window. They're all going to be tinted, you know, so that's a nice feature to have. And then they all have the nightshade as well, so you can block out the sun and get your Dracula on if you don't like any sun coming on in at all. Got yourself a little clicker light right here. Another thing that you're going to get with the taller slides is you do get a little bit of overhead storage, which is nice. And they put on that black, you know, textured glass look to it. I think that's looking pretty sharp. But you're going to notice, you know, hands-free, holding them up. I know that sounds silly, but not every brand does that. So something to look out for if you're looking into a quality camper. You know, people that go the extra mile on something as silly as just fancier hinges. So a little bit of storage right there. Maybe put some blankets or something. Again, they all have the nightshades. Opens up for a good cross breeze. And then right here, if you needed more sleeping, if the bunk room wasn't enough, this does flip out and make a bed. It almost butts up here with this island kitchen. So that way you can sleep, you know, couple kids, couple adults, you know, whatever it is that you need to do. You got plenty of extra space for it. You also have a set of recliners right here. Now, I've got this hooked up on my junk box, so I can't really turn on the lights here, but all you got to do is you double tap, and that lights up. There's accent lighting there underneath as well, you know, looking pretty sharp. But these are the pull tab recliners, so right in there, you see that. You just pull that up, quick recline, lays pretty darn flat if you want to take a nap. If you prefer, you know, the recliner, you can definitely do that. Very comfortable. Another window right here that opens up, and then you do have some storage here up ahead. Again, with that textured black glass. So let's get these open for you. Kind of show you the ropes. All right. And then you'll also notice that on these, they're also going to be the soft close. So you don't have to worry about slamming them or your kids slamming them. And then on this one, you're going to have, your controls for the camper. So pretty cool. This thing will light up when you open up the door, which is nice, so that way you can see it. Other than that, it just saves power. But your awning, your main slide, bed slide, opposing door slide, and the door slide, all right there, conveniently labeled for you. You also have your water pump, tank heater, and then all of your different lights. And then this also shows you how full your tanks are, so your black tank, gray tank, and your galley tank, all that stuff. All right here, so you can see when it's filling up. So I think that's pretty sweet. This right here, this light switch, is going to be the control for the lights here above the island. So you just flip that on. You also get your max air vent, which is going to be located right there. Again, keep the air circulating. There's going to be your thermostat, control your AC and your heat. And then right here is the Furrion tankless water heater. So this is your gas water heater. Really just kind of heats up. It actually has a setting that starts off at 111 degrees, which I think is a little excessive. So, tone that down. I don't really take hot showers anyway, but, that's kind of what you get. Now up here on the roof, you got one of your ACs right here with the dump valve. So if you want this room to cool down in a hurry, you can. You'll also notice above both of the slides, you do get a nice accent, lighting for a good glow. You also get some accent lighting here up under the island. So at night, it gives it kind of this nice soft glow, this little ambient glow to it, so you can come out, get some snacks, kind of do your thing. Really nice size, residential feeling fan right there for more airflow. I think the lights are looking pretty snazzy. And those are going to be directly above your island. And again, the old ring test, baby, I love you if you're watching. You got your solid surface countertops. I like how they put that silver insert in there. I think it makes it look, real nice, a little fancy. Accent lighting here on this side, along with a couple outlets. That's to control the accent lighting. All right, now let's show you this. Let me break the tape. Super strength. All right, we'll move those over. But one thing I do like about this, if you'll notice, even those are that solid surface, so it makes it just look nice and sleek. Kind of matches with the tabletop. Well, it does match. It is the same thing. It's just cut out. But you get your single stainless steel undermounted bowl, and then you get a high-rise faucet with that little snake doodad, doing all your dishes. Underneath, you're going to find you have a lot of good storage, a little trash can, and some access to your plumbing. And again, soft close and soft close. Get a little bit of storage. Top two drawers are both going to be the same, looking like that. And then your bottom drawer is going to be, just a hair larger. Let me go ahead and put that back in there before I forget. All right. And then right behind the island, again, you got that opposing slide. So this is going to be your cooking slide. You're going to see you have an absolutely massive LG refrigerator. This right here is going to be your safety latch. So you just screw that in or screw that out depending on how you're using it. I mean, you would have to go through a tornado for this thing to come out and for your refrigerator to open. All right. Bada bing, bada boom. Absolutely massive refrigerator. Definitely enough, for a weeks-long trip, especially an extended weekend. No problem. Looks like they stuck the tire pressure monitoring display right in there. So these go on all the tires. And what's nice about this is it has a monitor that will notify you, if the tire's getting a little bit too hot, or if you ran over something and the air's deflating. Too much PSI, too little. All that, so you can really avoid any type of blowout or dangerous situation. So that's a nice thing to have. And even if your camper doesn't come prepped for that or with the feature, I highly recommend you go buy it just for safety purposes. If you guys camp a lot and for a long time, eventually it's something that's going to happen, and that is the way that you avoid it right there. So this freezer has a little roller pull-out tray. It also has a little ice maker right in there with the on and off button right there. And then you get the bottom freezer drawer as well. So this one's definitely nicer in my house. This thing's absolutely massive. And I like how it's the stainless steel look. I think it looks really good, decor-wise with the rest of this unit. Sitting right next to it, one of my favorite features on an RV is the oven when they have this or the Greystone. So this is the industry's largest oven. I mean, check out the size of that. That is freaking awesome. You could definitely cook a turkey in there. You know, you got Thanksgiving coming up. And then not only you got the turkey working in there, but you got a 4 stovetop burner for all the fixins. You know, you got mashed potatoes, gravy, maybe some beans. Heck, I don't know, something crazy over there, some yams. But yeah, just awesome. Got a little carried away there. Little backsplash. Got the LG microwave with the little green tape that says nobody's been in it yet. It says, I'm brand new, baby. Open me. Boom. There's going to be your microwave. Got all your different modes right here. We've all got microwaves at home, so you know how to use that. And then again, stays up, hands-free, a little bit of storage. And one thing I do like about this unit, instead of adding to a little extra counter space to the right of the oven that people don't seem to use, they added in this massive kind of pantry, you know, which is great. So again, I'm 6 feet tall. You know, my arms extend almost all the way out, so that's pretty nice to have. And then down here, they organized it with some pull-out drawers. This is going to be your welcoming packet, so when you buy this, will have like the warranties on, like, you know, the microwave, the AC units, you know, things like that, probably a controller or two. But if you noticed, watch how that closes. Even these pull-out drawers are on the soft close, so pretty nice. Your entertainment section is going to be right here. The TV does go on a swivel, but on the left side, you get a ton of extra storage. And it goes up fairly high, so you definitely want to put, you know, maybe your blankets up there. But that goes all the way up, you know, and down. Ton of storage. Connex TV, pretty good size. Looking to me, probably somewhere like around a 50-inch or something like that. But it is on a swivel, so you can angle it out. You know, whether you are sitting on the recliners or the sofa, you know, or just sitting at the table, you can angle it to, you know, wherever it is that you need. You also get a little countertop for all your stuff, like your camera equipment. 2 more USB chargers. And then you have your Connex sound system with the built-in sound bars. And this thing gets absolutely bumping. You got a built-in DVD player, USB aux port. And then you have A, B, and C. So that's going to be zone 1, 2, and C. Inside, outside, both sides. Underneath that, a little bit more storage. And those are actually going to be, you know, 1 open storage. And then you have your 32-inch Greystone electric fireplace. Puts out 5,500 or 5,100 BTUs of heat. Has a couple different color modes. Blue, white, red, and orange, I believe. But that has a setting that goes all the way up to 100 degrees. So on a day where it's 45 degrees out, you turn on that electric heat right there, and boom, you are saving money on propane, and it'll heat the entirety of this room, you know, absolutely no problem before you even have to kick on the furnace. So definitely a great feature to have, and one, you know, that many fifth wheels are coming with these days. A little bit more storage right here. But yeah, I think that about wraps up this room. So now we'll go, you know, up into the bedroom, and then hopefully the outside isn't too brutal with this wind. The storm is going to be pretty crazy. Everyone at work was talking about it all day. We actually closed the dealership down early. Kyle, if you see this, congratulations on getting married, big dog. You know, hope everything goes well for you. Hope the storm holds off for you. Fuse box. So if anything, you know, shuts off on you, just check the fuse, make sure that wasn't blown. You also have, looks like your, oh, what is this actually? I don't have the nail to open it. Not sure what that is. Grab handle to help you get up the stairs if you need it. You got a nice big open window with the nightshade. And this is going to be, you know, kind of the main bath. You actually get a lot of storage in here. You also get your max air vent fan. Little access to some sun. Good size shower. You know, with plenty of places to put your soap, shampoos, a place to sit down, shave your legs. They're also using the Tri-Glide glass series. So that's going to be 3 panes of glass. Just allows you to open this up a little bit more. And then you have your stainless steel finish here, you know, for the bathroom. That looks like a fancy one. But yeah, and then don't worry about any of that pink stuff. That's going to be antifreeze. You'll see that in most of the sinks. You know, as you're walking through this time of year, being winter, just want to make sure none of the pipes freeze and burst on you, you know, as it gets cold. But a good sized little sink. You have an outlet, the control for the lights. This is the control for that max air fan I just showed you. You got a mirror. Hit that like and subscribe button, please, if you like me. Or at least drop a comment and say hi. Let me know how you thought about the camper. Across from the mirror, you get yourself a little towel rack. A little bit more storage. And then again, the foot flush toilet. Porcelain. Underneath the sink, just a little bit of storage. Nothing crazy, with some access to your plumbing. All right, and that brings us into the bedroom, which has a massive front closet. I would venture to guess they probably have a Rhino box sitting on the front, you know, which typically gives you a little bit more space. But you get a queen-size bed here in this model. You're also going to see that you have 2 windows on either side for a nice cross breeze. You also have the lights, which I forgot to turn on, which are going to be up there, you know, kind of some reading light situation. And then underneath the bed, you got just a little bit of storage. You know, enough to throw some blankets, some linens down in there. You know, kind of get things going where they need to be. And then to the left over here, you got a little storage cubby. Nice little decorative painting. And then you have 2 USBs and 2 outlets. This is going to be the control for your heat and AC, you know, up here. So your other thermostat. You have a dedicated AC for the bedroom. Still runs in through the H-track throughout the entire camper. But if you want to kind of be more selfish, you know, and at night, drop all that cold air right down in here. Just take your hand and bloop, right there. Open up that dump valve. You are good to go. Over here against the wall too, you do have another set of outlets, but let me spin around. Another window that opens up for a good breeze. It also is an emergency exit, so you just pull, push, and pop, and you can get out here in a hurry. Again, has the nightshade. You also have yourself a dresser, so the top 2 drawers are going to be looking like this. And then your bottom 2 are going to be looking like that. TV backer indicated by the sticker right there, so that way you can hang up a TV. You also have your appropriate plug-in, so your power, you know, cable and satellite. And then this closet is something that I really enjoy. You got washer and dryer prep over here on this side. They put this bar in here in case you do put the washer and dryer, just to kind of help support, you know, just in case anything crazy goes on. But you have your hot and cold water connection along with your plug-ins. You also have the location for the dryer vent, you know, already marked. But if you don't get the washer and dryer, it's just extra hanging space. So you can never really go wrong with that. Flip it over to the other side. And it's just kind of a bigger version, you know, of the same thing. So you get a bunch of hanging space. You get some good floor space, which we have the box for the TV in. It was a 50-inch. And then you got yourself, you know, a little cubby. You know, I'd probably put some shoes in there or something. And then you got your King Wi-Fi Connect. Helps you, you know, pull in more Wi-Fi from the campers. I believe you can also call in like a, you know, Verizon or AT&T and put some 5G network on that, you know, so your camper does have Wi-Fi. But I think that about wraps it up for the inside of this camper. I'm going to show you just one more quick walkthrough, probably 45 seconds or something. But again, this was the 2023 Sierra Luxury 388 BHRD. Hope you guys are enjoying yourself. Hope you guys like the camper. You know, maybe hit that like and subscribe button for me to stick around for some future videos. If this wasn't your flavor, you know, maybe another one will be. All right, and then again, here through the back, the dual opposing slides. And then, of course, you know, that half bath. Definitely can't forget about that back there. But I think this would be a pretty cool camper. You know, if you got some kids, having that separate space, you know, is definitely going to be, you know, valuable on those rainy days. That's for sure. Let's see if we can get around the outside and get a couple things done. So it is a little bit of a tight fit, so unfortunately I won't be able to lift up the stairs. But these are the step above, and they're on a strut. So basically, you know, you can lift right here, and then it'll stay up on its own, you know, without slamming down on you, which is nice. There you can kind of see the wind that I'm working with, and I'm hoping this mic is doing its job. Really nice size awning with the LED lights there underneath going throughout. You also have your storm door, which is why you notice this isn't blowing just straight open. It takes a pretty good amount of pressure, to get this thing open. This is going to be your zone B. Outside speakers, one here and one right over there. Marine grades, you don't have to worry about the rain. You also have an outlet and then a spray port if you need access to some water. Absolutely massive pass-through storage. And then under here, you got some access, to some of your maintenance items, along with a couple outlets in case you want to plug up a TV, along with a satellite connection. Your spare tire. It also shows off that aluminum construction, and it's all wrapped with that alumifoil, just keeping everything buttoned up so that way you don't have to worry about the water. And then, another thing to point out is it is welded on both sides. Not every camper does that, but really shows off the construction quality there. These are also going to be slam latch doors, and they're not cheap plastic. They're actually metal, but essentially, you can just slam them closed. You have the propane behind that door. This camper is also prepped with the 4-camera safety system, so you'll notice you can put a camera right here. You can put a camera on top of the door, and then one on the other side on the front, and then one on the back as well. Get this light on. So big open storage area, again shows off some of that construction quality. You see the LED strip to keep this nice and lit up. But let me show you around the back side. I think that would be a little bit more helpful. Oh, while I'm over here, laminated sidewalls, so that's always nice. Let's get this bad boy opened up. It's also got the magnetic tabs with the little clips right there, so boom. But check that out. Tons and tons and tons of storage. You also get your MORride tray that comes out. So bada bing, bada boom. That's always nice to have. So there's going to be 5 points of access for this, 2 on each side, 1 here up the middle. Let me go ahead and slide that back in, but that makes anything you store in the back, just much, much easier to get out. So right up here, that's going to be where the back camera would be. You can install just the backup camera if you want. Runs you $550. You get a 4.5-inch screen that you suction cup onto your windshield. And then you have the Lippert on-the-go ladder system. So you just put the ladder, right on there. You buy it off Lippert's website, so that way you can get on top of this. It's a fully walkable roof, so check your seals, check your slides, make sure there's nothing on top of the slides. If you don't want to check your slides every time, you can pay about $700 a pop. And it puts a slide topper on, which is essentially an awning that goes from here to here, and it protects it from the debris, the pine needles, the tree branches, all that good stuff. 6-point hydraulic auto leveling. That's going to be your 50 amp plug-in. You also have your sewer connection. Your low point drain is going to be right under here. And it also shows up how buttoned up that is. This is going to be the back of the Furrion hot water heater. Back end of the pass-through storage. And you saw it's got a little sensor light. This is your solar charge controller. Lets you know that the camper's harnessing the power of the sun with the solar panels. And then right here, this is going to be your docking station. So this will have your water filter, your black tank flush, which you're not familiar with that. It's basically a sprinkler system there for the smell tank, for the smelly one. Keeps knocking off the TP off the edges and all that good stuff. Your valves for your gray tank and your black tank, along with a outside shower with hot and cold water access, cable TV, satellite, all over there to the left. And then these are going to be all your valves, for like dry camping, winterization, sanitizing, all that good stuff. And a second black tank flush for your second black tank. This is your inverter and where you would put a battery. There is room for 2. So not too much else to show right there. And then right in the front You get tons of good storage. Here's the light for the docking lights to help you back up. And then it sure does have that Rhino box. Again, the Rhino box is good because it gives you about 10 to 15% more space. So usually when you see a camper with a bedroom in the front, it should always come with the Rhino box, just so that way you get kind of that big walk-in closet. But all right, guys, one last time, this was the 2023 Sierra Luxury 388 BHRD. My name is Hunter. Hope you guys had a good day. See ya.